Hi, I'm Mike Hudson, Director of the Museum of the American Printing House for the Blind in Louisville, Kentucky. Today we've got a package that came in from our good friend Mireille Duhan in Paris, France. Mireille is a volunteer at the Association Valentine Aoui and has a wonderful collection of all kinds of Braille and educational products for people that are blind, and she has sent us a few. So let's see what's inside. First thing I notice is that the box is really beat up, so I'm a little bit worried about what we're going to find when we get it open. This whole side of the box is pretty crushed. Now inside we basically have a stack of things. So first it looks like she has sent us a book of letters, a copy of a book that has reproductions of some of Louis's original letters. Wow, that's great. Now we have the next item, and it is a full-page Braille slate. And really, I really need to have my gloves on. So this is really nice. It's from Prague. Probably at the time was a part of Czechoslovakia, but maybe even part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, by a maker named Dvorak. It's got a nice maker's mark on it. It's in really great shape. And yeah, that's nice. That's probably from, I don't know, sometime around the turn of the 20th century. So this is a really wonderful little piece from the American Braille Press in Paris. It has both paper and metal, so it's a key to Braille. Basically, you've got the print letters and the Braille is raised on the metal, and then there's a paper insert into little holes. Wonderful little piece. I'm looking forward to looking into that. And there's a similar piece, only it's in jumbo Braille. I've never seen anything like this, but the Braille dots are actually much bigger. Jumbo Braille is not something you see a lot of in the United States. It was experimented with as a way for people whose fingers weren't as sensitive, or for people who were learning Braille when they were an adult. Also from the American Braille Press. Really nice. Then we have a little pocket Braille slate. And this one is from Berlin, from a maker named Kulci. I'm sure I'm getting that pronounced wrong. But again, a hinged pocket slate, probably made out of zinc. A lot of the German slates from this period, late 19th, early 20th century, are made out of zinc or some sort of white metal. Here's a really nice one from Hamburg, Germany, by a man named Menzel. This is a Braille slate, but what's different about this Braille slate from a lot that you see from other makers is that the holes in the backing plate are actually pyramidical in shape rather than rounded. So it'll be very interesting to see the shape of the Braille dot that makes. And this one also has its original wooden stylus with it. Brass hinge on this Menzel slate, really beautiful piece. Combination of different metals. Nickel plated, or maybe nickel alloy, a backing plate with those pyramidical holes, and then zinc top plate, and then a bright brass hinge. Very nice piece. And then here is another very similar slate, also by the same maker from Berlin, Kulci, as the one we just looked at, but a little bit different materials and different holes, not pyramidical shaped. So this guy's obviously messing around with his slate design. Let's see what else. And then we have some books. Louise Arnold, and the title is, and again, my French is terrible, but Hommes in Prison. We'll have to look that one up and see what the significance of that is. Another really wonderful little leather-bound volume by, this is by a French pioneer in education for the blind. Impressions and Souvenirs of the Blind. Impressions and Souvenirs d'Aveugle. That's French for blind. And this comes from the Association Valentine Aoui. That one's going to be really nice to look through. And feels like there's maybe one more thing in here. Let's see. Also by the American Braille Press, and I'm not even sure exactly how this works, but it's a wooden frame, and then fitted into a couple of in almost like a groove in the top is a key that has the Braille characters. And then it has the English Roman letters, and has little frames, almost like some sort of reading device, that you would slide this in these little holders, and the little holder has a little cutout where. So you could find exactly what letter you want, but I'm not really even sure what this is. I'm going to have to investigate this. There's another little one of these trays on the bottom that's held there with straps, like it's stored there. So you're supposed to these are supposed to be interchangeable. So I'm really going to have to look into this. Murray has just sent us just some amazing objects. And some of them I'm not even sure really what they are. So we'll have to report back to you on that later.